Sports pregame show.
Good evening, everybody. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Great to have you with us on 2K Sports. We'll watch the Phoenix Suns in this one as they go up against the Pistons in Detroit. This Detroit group has been getting things done. Nice job they've been doing over the last 10 games. 8 wins and not having too many problems. And tonight we'll be watching the talented Reggie Jackson take to the floor. One of those players who turns it up a notch in crunch time. Guys, he can be tough to stop. Can't he, Kenny?
He can be. I wonder if he's named after the baseball player.
I don't know. Could be.
He hits a lot of home runs himself, with those three-point shots, and he's able to get it done. He has a premonition about what he's going to do on the court.
You don't want to be known for being a great player in October, though, if you're this Reggie Jackson.
No, not at all.
No, that's not going to get you very far.
That's not going to get you far.
No. What do you want? You called in your shot.
That was Babe Ruth.
Yeah, it was Babe Ruth.
No, Reggie Jackson did it one time.
No, he didn't.
I was at the game when he did it. Anyway,
You're
this Reggie
rewriting
Jackson
history
has a lot
again.
of confidence in himself. He wants to take the last shot every time. I was
Reggie
at the
Jackson
game when
with
Reggie
the called
Jackson
shot.
did like that.
Oh,
And
man.
he hit it to the exact same spot.
Oh, my
What did they call Reggie Jackson, by the way?
Mr. October.
Oh, good. I'm glad you were listening. Here's Kevin Harlan.
Yeah.
It's Detroit Pistons NBA action. We're in the Motor City, where the Pistons are looking to take out a Western Conference opponent. Sit back and enjoy this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Ken, and as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, when Devin Booker's father finished his playing career in Europe, Devin, who was then 15, moved from Michigan to Mississippi to train with him. Devin said it was a culture shock, but it was the best decision I ever made. I was a student of the game, but I never understood the grind. He instilled that, and it stuck with me. Kevin?
And that kind of toughness is crucial to have at a young age. Thanks, DA. And a couple of big-time pivots going head-to-head tonight, Doris, looking at the NBA right now. How has that center position evolved on both ends of the floor?
Well, it seems to me that increasingly, unless you're a shot maker from the perimeter, you can't find time on an NBA floor. So certainly they've become more perimeter-oriented. The ability to at least make a mid-range jump shot helps the spacing on the floor. And then obviously on the defensive end, Kevin, the more valuable you are is based on can you switch and pick and roll situations, guard a variety of positions, say 3, 4, 5, and if necessary in an absolute pickle, can you stay with a guard if you've got to switch a pick and roll between a big and a small?
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Suns. Booker and Jackson, the young perimeter pair. Chandler out there with Jared Dudley. And it's Bledsoe in at the point guard. No good for Booker. So it's the Pistons now. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
I tell you what, how efficient they were at scoring the basketball, especially for an away game, that was impressive.
Yeah, I don't think it's ever easy playing on the road, obviously. But that night, they were really in rhythm, shot the ball with such ease and confidence.
Bledsoe with coming off a 41-point performance last game out. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
It's interesting to watch how Eric Bledsoe plays the point guard position, right? You think he has played with some great point guards in his career. Teammates with John Wall in college and learned from Chris Paul his first few seasons in the NBA.
Bledsoe hits them both. You know, Doris, with Bledsoe, you can see his forward point guard pairings and how he plays. Wall with his speed and how he approaches the game like CP3.
Well, and Eric Bledsoe is very quick to credit Chris Paul for learning to play the point guard position at an NBA level. Paul could demonstrate certain things, and Bledsoe would follow in his footsteps. You love that kind of mentorship.
Harris dishes to Jackson. Bledsoe with a defensive effort.
Well, defenders are in the area, and that's all it took to force him to change his release.
That doesn't go either for Bledsoe. For Detroit, they've gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. And he got the whistle, so we'll have a three-point play opportunity.
He doesn't do some of the damage that other big men do on the perimeter, but inside, Drummond's got just as much game as anybody.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And the free throw, no good. And the Phoenix Suns, one of the younger teams in the NBA.
And I think, Kevin, you have to give credit to the Suns organization for making some great picks in the draft. Devin Booker and Marquise Chris both look like steals given where they were taken. The front office has added some franchise cornerstones even before drafting Josh Jackson this summer.
Chandler a screen, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And had the right idea there in calling for the screen, but he was just slow to get to the spot and didn't get set.
Yeah, just a matter of he needs to be there a split second earlier. Not much room for error when you're setting a screen.
Out to the wing. Here's Lure. Pistons keep it alive. And no good that time. For Phoenix, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Jackson kicks to Bledsoe. Knocks it loose. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. Second chance effort. Lure uses the glass to finish the layup.
He doesn't let that possession go to waste, Cal. He's going to feed on those second chance opportunities. Boy, that's pretty work.
Now here's Bledsoe. Booker outside. Back to Bledsoe. Pocket 6. Jumper off the screen. That one misses. 3 shots. All come up empty. Here's Jackson. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And where's the help? Obviously, a missed rotation. Something they're going to want to patch up.
Right, because otherwise you're going to give up those close range opportunities all night. If you allow the opposition to get into a groove, look out.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Chandler is screened. Near the three-point line, it's Bledsoe.
Well, they've been playing some tough defense on him in this period, and it's starting to affect him. This guy's having trouble finding the target right now.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
I'll tell you, if you don't box out well, expect to get burned. You can't afford to give them second chance opportunities.
And that one's good. Drummond. Suns trail by 6. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Bledsoe with guarded now by Jackson. And Bledsoe, here we go. And as most point guards do, Eric Bledsoe starting to rely more on his outside game as he gets older. Still, will attack the rim, but Doris, the percentage of shots from distance steadily increasing for him over the years.
Right, they've increased, Kevin, as Bledsoe has become a more consistent shooter. And certainly the number of threes taken every year has risen the last 4 seasons. You like when he's attacking the rim, but he's just as effective from beyond the arc.
Bledsoe hits them both.
Boy, his free throw shooting has been on the mark tonight. Nothing new there, right?
On the way, Harris. The pass to Drummond. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on Tyson Chandler. And now teams getting into the middle of the season. The truth is, it's a grind, Doris. You know, you've covered it, 82 games. In your opinion, is that the right amount in terms of 82 games in a regular season?
I would say to you, it doesn't matter if it's the right amount. I think the reality is this is the business of the NBA. It's been 82 games for as long as I can remember, certainly in my lifetime of fandom, Kevin. So the reality is what we need to do is address the schedule. And you're starting to see that, shortening the preseason, stretching out those windows where you're not getting 4 games in 5 nights, and the back-to-backs, particularly when there's back-to-back on national television. 82 games is going nowhere from a business standpoint. Let's make those 82 games the best we can by lengthening the season.
Here's Kennard, defended by Booker. Jackson kicks to Drummond. Over in the corner, Lure sinks the three-pointer. Lure's got 5.
I tell you, there are players who can get thrown off when they're that wide open, but this guy keeps his cool and doesn't rush it.
Dudley with a screen for Bledsoe. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. He's got 6.
That's just a strong move by Bledsoe, using his power, his athleticism to convert inside.
Here's Drummond. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Jackson setting the pick here for Williams. And the jam by Bledsoe.
Now, he's one of those guys that combines great length with tremendous explosiveness. Bledsoe makes that one look easy.
Here's Lewis. The Pistons with a fresh 24. Drummond. Again, the Pistons good for 2.
Well, he's taking a lot of pressure off the other players right now with how well he's shooting it.
Bledsoe against Jackson. Stolen by Jackson. Drummond passes to Jackson. Here's Harris. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Harris has got his first bucket in this one. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
And it's a tough game to lose. I mean, they actually put up a pretty solid effort, I thought. But when you're battling for a road win, even when you play hard, nothing's guaranteed.
Interesting that they looked confident going in, but as the game wore on, I thought the crowd affected their performance down the stretch.
Brandon Knight checked in for Devin Booker. There's a screen by Chris. Elias can't get it to go.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Galloway kicks to Johnson. Drummond in the post. Covered by Chris. And it's Drummond missing. Suns trail by 11. Here's Elias. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
Well, that shows a sign of maturity, guys. Everyone expecting Knight to try and score it. Instead, he finds the open man.
Galloway, the pass to Marjanovic. Over Williams. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And a look down at the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for the Suns.
And they've been avoiding those deep threes. They're capable of knocking those shots down from long range, but so far they've really been reluctant to let it fly from that free throw line extended three-point shot.
Free throw dropped from Marjanovic. Endorsing the collective bargaining agreement. Great news for retired players. Health insurance options. Pensions will increase. Tuition reimbursement fund. What does that mean to these players who gave everything they had for this great game?
You know what I love about this, Kevin? I think each of us stands on the shoulders of the people who came before us, right? Everybody is the product of all the experience that came before. So
Yes.
you think back to some of the ages that shaped the NBA, the Bill Russell Celtics, the Jerry West Lakers, and then go on through the generations. It's important we acknowledge their contributions. I absolutely love what the CBA has afforded these retired players.
And I think the NBA actually has taken a lead in that among all of the national sports.
You know what, Kevin? I think the NBA, because of their great leadership, they're always opportunistic to say, how can we make it better for our players? How can we make it better for the fans?
Other leagues are following. Well said, Bruce. Tries from 10, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Johnson against Warren. There's a screen by Chris. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And you look at the numbers that T.J. Warren has put up over his career. Finds a way to improve every single season, Doris, and is a model of efficiency and consistency for his team.
Right, I think coaches love players who approach the game the way T.J. Warren does. He knows what he's capable of and stays patient. He can hit a 3, but he mostly prefers to step into a range where he is automatic.
And the Suns making a change here. Suns checked in. All free throws good from Warren. Pistons leading by 11. Out to the right wing. Here's Drummond. Offensive rebound. Gets to the rim for two with the D all over him. Marjanovic has got 6.
Already, they piled up 8 second chance points.
And here is Elias. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. They get it again over Smith. Not enough on that one as it misses. Detroit's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. To the wing right side. Here's Galloway. He's covered by Warren. Galloway with the bucket. Galloway has got his second bucket of the night.
I think for Brandon Knight, it's been a bit of a roller coaster over the last couple of seasons. His worst season was 2016. You know, he saw himself relegated to a minor role, but is looking to start fresh and get back to where he used to be as a player.
And for Knight, the 2016-17 season, one he'd like to forget. Career lows, Doris, in points and in minutes and assists. Everything went wrong for him.
Right, and you think back 2 years ago, Kev, this guy was at a near all-star level. But last year, the shot fails him, and that was a huge issue. You wonder, can he regain his confidence and return to that all-star form?
Smith dishes to Galloway. Nice ball movement by Detroit. From deep, Johnson off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
Inside, here's Warren, and it's Warren with the jam.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. Here's Smith, and so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. It's going to be on Tyler Elias. The Pistons have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far. And the first one at the line is good. Smith hits them both. Suns trail by 16. Outside Knight, and it's Chris in the corner. And the 3 off target.
Team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Warren kicks to Elias. It's deflected. Marjanovic down low. Right on him. And that one's good. Marjanovic has got 8 points.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
And it's Chris in the corner. Back to Elias. Ball's knocked loose. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Pistons lead by 18. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. And Tyson Chandler, known for being a great teammate, very vocal leader certainly, he talked about how important that is for an NBA locker room.
Players do the policing. Coach sets a standard, but players individually call out other players. You know, whether it be timeout, whether it be halftime, whether it be pulling guys to the side, you know, in practice. When you have that going on, you see multiple guys doing that, that's when you know you have a good team.
Don't you need a player like this, Chandler's caliber and character, Greg, to make that kind of a teamwork, you know, have that feel in the locker room, that leadership role that everybody believes in and respects?
No doubt about it, Kevin. And that weighty stature is built on experience and credentials, as you mentioned, like having that championship ring or being an all-star. But when you have it and use it that way, the coach doesn't have to worry about the locker room because Chandler has got that covered.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And Stephen Clark, Pistons pretty much in control here.
Tough defense throughout that first period, and it's really paying dividends.
Well, I think there's a level of physicality with them right now and not allowing the opponent to feel comfortable getting into their heads just a bit.
We've got Anthony Tolliver, also Johnson out there. Smith is out there with Marjanovic, and it's Galloway in at the 2. They're the group Detroit will start the second with.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Now, here's Elias, covered by Smith. Warren against Johnson. Rebounded by the Pistons. Sets in motion a 4-game road trip for him. He kicks it to Galloway. Dishes to Smith. To the paint. Here's Marjanovic. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. And a different look here for the Pistons. John Lure, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Tobias Harris comes in for Stanley Johnson. Kennard, he's checked in for Langston Galloway. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Smith. And for the Suns, Chandler comes in for Chris. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Tyler Ulis. And the Suns miss again.
Well, I'll tell you, he has plenty of space, but it looked like a little bit of a hitch in that release.
Pass to Kennard. He's off on that one. So Phoenix will take it the other way. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Pistons team.
Not exactly a game that everyone will be talking about here, but both of these teams can show flashes at times.
We're seeing 2 teams that could be building more for the future, trying to instill a winning culture, and we'll see which team takes a step in that direction.
And a hard finish there, guys.
Yeah, and only one hand needed for that one. Timeout call for Suns. Of course, every team now is looking for bigs who can rebound, block shots, defend the perimeter, and hit the face-up jump shot, which we've seen. But now they're moving outside. That's asking a lot of the versatility from that one position. So when you think of that, who fits the bill in your mind?
Well, the guy who was eye-popping in limited action was Mr. Joel Embiid. What a great personality and a diverse skill set on the offensive end. Anthony Davis and Karl Anthony Towns, both from the University of Kentucky, have the kind of skill set that I think makes them the prototypical next-generation NBA player. Those guys can step away, make three-point opportunities. Both can face up, put it on the deck, and go in either direction. Both can go with their back to the basket. I mean, what a luxury for those coaches to have a big man with those capabilities.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg, out with that emphatic slam.
You know, but at this level, almost any guy can throw it down on you if you leave it wide open.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Five on the clock. Jackson has the open look. Tries again. And Booker with a nice bucket inside.
You love it when guys play bigger than you think they are. Booker proving that he's not just a threat from the outside.
On the wing, Harris. Pistons passing it around. Here's Lure, and plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And Phoenix gets called for the foul. For Detroit, they have shot 6 or 7 at the line. Free throw good, Lure. And Lure drops them both. Closing in on 4 minutes play here in the second quarter. Jackson against Bledsoe. The feed to Jackson. Knocked loose. Now Bledsoe, 8 points for him. And not sure what he was thinking there. Harris inside, guarded by Jackson. Tolliver for 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Bledsoe outside. He dishes it to Dudley. And here's Booker from the arc. He is hauled in by Tolliver.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. You almost never get that wide open a look.
And Lure kicks to Jackson. Over Bledsoe. Lets it go for the baseline. Nails it.
Nice piece of work there. Give yourself a little space and pull the trigger.
There's the screen, and the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
And checking out the numbers for Josh Jackson. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's around 10 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And those numbers, solid, not spectacular, and sometimes what you see is what you get.
There's no doubt. This is a guy who understands his role, knows he's got to give you quality minutes, and that's what they expect from him.
The shot's good from Kennard.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And the Suns call time.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
But Greg, no resistance, right? They're allowing them to get any kind of shot they want close. That simply can't happen.
Booker outside for 3. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. In the corner, it's Harris. Expanding his range. Good on the 3-point shot. Harris has got 5 now. Well, Phoenix shooting around 29% from the floor. Tough night for them all around in the offensive end. Here's Bledsoe. No good off the front iron. The Pistons on offense. They're on a 17-4 run right now. Kennard. Here's Lure. It's good. That basket is now 5 for 9.
After a shaky start, boy, he's found the range. Good second quarter for him.
Lure's getting it done, shooting over 55%. 5 of 9 shooting from the floor. Booker with it. Picked up by Harris. And stolen by Harris. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. And the dunk by Jackson.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Fantastic anticipation. Then he shows major explosiveness converting at the other end.
Bledsoe passes to Williams. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Of course, what an honor, inducted into your college's Hall of Fame, something not many of us can say. What does that kind of honor do for the confidence for you personally going forward?
You know what? Providence College is a place that means a great deal to me. So what that Hall of Fame induction did was just remind me of all the special memories that I shared with my teammates. I'm close with many of them today. And Kevin, you know this, if you've ever been inside a locker room, it's those moments when you're laughing until your stomach hurts. I'd say we were the Hall of Fame fun team. That's what I'd say.
I think we're on the fun team here on 2K. And here's Harris from the arc. And another 3 for Detroit.
I think you could see early on that he was really with a rhythm and flow tonight, and now he's really starting to take off.
Booker dishes to Chandler. Back to Booker. Lets it go from 11. Rebounded by the Pistons. Drummond's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive. And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Bledsoe against Jackson. Bledsoe kicks to Chandler. Back to Bledsoe. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's foul number 2 for him. Chris, he's checked in for Phoenix. Jackson from long range. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Jackson's got 5 now.
For a first guy early in his career, Booker's been tremendous finding the open man.
Here's Smith. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Here's Drummond. Excellent D there from Williams. Phoenix has gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let them fly. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
Well, you love that Chris is willing to absorb that kind of contact and still send it home. Potential and one. Go ahead, young man. Nice work.
Detroit making a switch. Johnson's checked in. And for the Suns, T.J. Warren, he's checked in for Jackson. Brandon Knight comes in for Booker. And Tyler Lewis subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. Fires the three. They get it again. Goes back up. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the foul against Phoenix. The Pistons have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Second free throw, no good. The Suns shooting just 29% in the second quarter. The offense is suffering. Knight wide open. And the three off target.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
Yeah, starting to look like it's taking its toll mentally. He doesn't look like himself.
The Suns shooting terribly up to this point, just 30%. Some ramshackle offense play there. Williams, that's good.
That's a nice little outside-in play right there. Good feed into the post and a solid finish.
Passes to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
No, not this fella. He is a superb finisher. Now, here's Ulis. Not a lot of room. There's a screen by Chris. Baseline J on the way. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots from the elbow. Again, the miss by Knight.
He's trying to make something happen, but obviously been a tough quarter.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Smith kicks to Johnson. To the inside. Here's Marjanovic. Here's Drummond. 11 feet out and he hits it. Drummond's got 14.
You know, it seemed to me they were shying away from a foul there. The D still has to be a little bit more physical than that. He's got to feel you.
And here's Warren for 3. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. The Pistons on top, opening up a huge gap. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime
Hello,
Show.
folks. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. This is the halftime show on 2K Sports. Andre Drummond having an outstanding game. He had 14 points, 10 rebounds, and 2 assists. Kenny, what's your take on Detroit so far?
Well, they're winning all the 50-50 offensive boards. The rebound goes up. Everybody goes to get it, but only one person's coming down with it. And that's the guy with the extra effort, and it's been them tonight. That's why it's a blowout. These second chance opportunities, and they made the most of them.
Shaq, what'd you think about Phoenix?
Their field goal percentage reminds me of Kenny's breath. Brutal. Not reading the defense, not getting enough quality looks. They need to make major changes because the system they ran in the first half was not working.
That's it for halftime, as the second half is just about to get underway.
Welcome back, everyone. The lights of Motown reflecting brightly off the Detroit River. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see. Pistons shooting around 60% of the night. Amazing work offensively so far. Setting the floor for the Suns. Booker the 2 and Jackson the 3 in the up-and-coming wing pair. Jared Dudley out there with Chandler, and it's Bledsoe in at the point. Kicks it to Booker. Releases from 15. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Booker's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Suns.
And it's fair to say, Tyson Chandler, not the player he once was, but still a fantastic rebounder and eats up space and does everything you want from a big man.
And Phoenix has possession. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his third foul of the game. On defense, the Pistons. Jackson, that's a two-pointer. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. And that's now 7 points for Josh Jackson.
I think everyone expecting Bledsoe to perhaps force the issue, but he keeps his poise and finds the open man.
Offensive rebound. Good on. Lays it up off the glass.
Yeah, second chance points. Gotta love the way they attack the offensive glass there, even with a huge lead.
I'll tell you, Greg, there's no let-up in how they play. They want to dominate every aspect, and that includes second chance points.
Bledsoe with 8 points for him. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Booker's got 7 points.
They wanted a fast start coming out of the break, and they are now 3 for 3.
Lure the pass to Drummond. Over Chandler, and the officials call a traveling violation.
And who doesn't love stats? Here are some numbers for Jackson. Averaging about 7 points, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And those numbers, solid, not spectacular, and sometimes what you see is what you get.
There's no doubt. This is a guy who understands his role, knows he's got to give you quality minutes, and that's what they expect from him.
And here are the Suns now. Got that bucket in no time at all. And that's now 11 points for Eric Bledsoe.
Not always the most consistent perimeter threat, but Bledsoe makes the defense pay on this one.
Out to the right wing. Out to Harris. Over Jackson. And the basket by Harris. 10 points for him. For Phoenix, they've gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. And the Suns call time here. Doors with defensive rules now allowing teams to play a sort of soft zone. Does that make it easier to hide bad defensive players on your team?
Well, it certainly gives you one avenue. I don't think you can play zone in the NBA for any extended periods because the coaching is too good and the skill level of the players would destroy a zone if you gave a steady diet of it. I do believe, however, that hiding a defensive weakness comes down to personnel. How many can you hide on one particular floor? Somebody's going to get exposed somewhere if there's too many.
No doubt. Here's Jackson. Phoenix, no good that time either. The Pistons have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. And here's Harris from the arc. No good. The Suns go the other way with it. And Booker kicks to Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Yeah, great job of getting that deep position there by Jackson. Once he's that close, he's ready to just power that one home.
Out left to the wing. Here's Lure. It's good from long range. Lure's got 19 points.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Bledsoe against Jackson. Now here's Bledsoe. He's guarded closely. Clock at 6. Shot from 12. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
Well, the jumper is dangerous from anywhere, there's no doubt, but mid-range is where Booker hits the highest percentage.
So the wing on the left, and Lure wide open, he shoots it. No good with the triple. Phoenix has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. It's stolen by Harris, pushing it up. Stolen by Jackson. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That will be foul number 5 on him.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Andre Drummond. And a change for the Suns. Len's checked in. Back to Bledsoe. Launches it. Rebound by the Pistons.
I'll tell you, he hasn't been able to find the mark all night. It's a big reason they're staring at this deficit.
18 feet out, and Lure gets it to go. Lure's got 8 points here in this quarter.
That's one of his specialties, just squaring up from medium range.
You know, Greg, what a luxury to have a guy with size who can make that shot.
Land a screen. Jackson from long range. Fresh shot clock for Phoenix. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. The Pistons have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Jackson in the corner. Tolliver dishes to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Here's Lure. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And look now at the various locations of the shots taken so far for Lure.
And this is the kind of performance that everyone talks about seeing in person. The way he's attacked the defense with no hesitation. The tough shots he's taken and made, just a masterpiece. When he gets it going, he can put up some big numbers.
T.J. Warren, he's checked in for Jackson. But tried by Booker. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
I'll tell you, Kev, you can't look at Devin Booker and not think back to that 70-point game. Such an elite group he joined. He just got in the zone and the team kept rolling with him.
The first free throw is good. And with Booker in the 70-point explosion, you can see how locked in he was.
Well, I think, Kev, when you get former greats and current players reacting to something you've done, you know it's special. And I think because Booker gets 70 so early in his career, it certainly makes you wonder how good he can be.
Both free throws good from Booker.
Yeah, and this is really what you love about Devin Booker. He gets to the free throw line at a high rate and hits a high percentage.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Take a look at the Warriors. Things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And checking out Phoenix, 7.5 games behind.
And right now for Phoenix, they talked a lot in the preseason about how they wanted to bounce back from last year's disappointment. So far, they look to be on track to do just that.
Tolliver, no luck.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. Well, some of the numbers NBA wingmen have been putting up from the field this season are truly impressive. Have a look at the top shooters among them. T.J. Warren, 4th.
And that is such an efficient group offensively. That really is the best way to describe them. I mean, they never force anything and always wait for the right shot.
You know, in addition to that patience and efficiency, they're each extremely talented natural scorers. They've got the kind of precise form all young players would do well to replicate.
Stanley Johnson, he's checked in for Detroit. Chris, he's checked in for Phoenix. Elias comes in for Devin Booker.
Well, yet another 5-star, one-and-done player coming out of Kentucky. Bledsoe was the 18th pick in the 2010 draft and looking very much the steal at that spot now.
The wide open look here for Elias. Off target with his 3. Detroit's gone 2 of 5 with a 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Smith kicks to Marjanovic. Over Lamb. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
A brief check now of the stats for Bledsoe. The past month has been surreal. 8th in assists, 9th in steals, and he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And his floor awareness is undeniable. As he pointed out, top 10 assists, and he's great at drawing the defense and making the perfect pass in stride. Williams, he's checked in for Phoenix. Brandon Knight comes in for Eric Bledsoe, and he's good on the second. For Phoenix, they've gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. There's a screen by Chris. Out tonight. There's a screen by Chris. Here's the teardrop. And the rejection by Marjanovic. Here's Tolliver. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Well, Phoenix shooting approximately 43% in the third quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ish Smith. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot two. Doris, you look at Tyler Elias, and people were surprised he lasted to the second round of the 2016 draft.
Well, I think there were concerns about Tyler Ulis' size, right? This is an undersized point guard at 5'10", but you can't measure heart and his approach and knowledge of the game.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Smith kicks to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Ulis kicks tonight. Over in the corner, Warren. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here.
Man, you love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
You love that they're making their presence felt on the defensive end. You can't afford to be careless with this team.
Free throw good, Ulis. That one falls, so he hits both of them. The Pistons have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. Here's Smith. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The Pistons have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line. And he knocks down the first one. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Phoenix has gone 2 of 5 with a three-point shot since coming out of the break. Phoenix, no good that time either.
I'll tell you, I hate to say it, but he's been dragging them down all night. The effort's there, but he continues to be ice cold.
Ulis can't get it to go. And for the Pistons, they're shooting 54% since they had a chance to talk things over at halftime. They're looking locked in out there now. And he recovers it. Good. Smith's got 5 points so far.
He just punishes you on the backboard. I mean, it's pretty deflating for a team trailing big and still giving up second chance opportunities.
You know, I think he senses a team on the ropes, and he's looking to put them away. That killer instinct is shining through once again.
Johnson attacking. A stupendous finish in traffic. He's got 7. The Suns shooting at a 32% clip from the field. They're just not executing. Knight kicks to Chris. Tries from 10. Chris with another miss.
Well, they get it to the high percentage area, and then it all goes wrong from there.
Galloway, no good. The Suns shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. There's a screen by Chris. There's the pick. 6 on the shot clock. And taken away by Johnson. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns. On offense, here are the Suns. Warren the pass to Ulis. Knight dishes to Williams. Now, here is Knight. He's tightly guarded. Count that one.
Well, that's a power move by Knight, using his length and athleticism to finish inside.
There's 42 seconds left to play here in the third. Marjanovic down low. He's against Williams. Marjanovic, no good. Pass to Chris. Expanding his range. They get it again. A nice shot by Knight.
That's a big payoff for crashing the offensive boards. Go to work.
24 seconds left here in the third quarter. Now here is Smith. He's got 5 to the middle. Kicks it out to Johnson for the 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one. A shot by Knight, no good. And so it's the Detroit Pistons having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Here's Knight. They've got Reggie Bullock. Johnson is out there with Anthony Tolliver. Then it's Ellenson. And it's Galloway in at the 1. That's the group for Detroit right now. And Jones with the stuff.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Now, though, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. It was beautiful the first time, but Under Armour showing us the replay of that tremendous alley-oop again. Another unleash chaos moment.
Boy, too much traffic in the lane. Very difficult finish with the defense draped all over him.
And the 3 off target. Stolen by Bender. And Bender throws it down.
Listen, we know Bender is a big-time threat to throw it down, given how quickly he gets to the rim.
60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Here's Galloway. Tyson Chandler grabs the board. Chandler's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Jones kicks to Elias. Back to Jones. Tries from 10. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Jones has got 4 points now in the quarter. Pistons leading by 23. There's the dish to Ellenson. It's stolen by Jones. Here's Elias. Wide open. It's hauled in by Tolliver. Tolliver's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's Galloway. And here is Ellenson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
I love this approach. Despite the lead, still attacking, adding fuel to the fire.
They are absolutely relentless right now, Greg. There's no end in sight. They are going for it.
Chandler is screened. Bender with a wide open look. There's 3 pointers off the mark. The Pistons have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Stolen by Bender. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. And the Pistons making a change here. Jackson's checked in. Len's checked in for Phoenix. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Here's Bender. That's good. The assist that time from Knight. Knight's got his 4th assist in this one.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Left side Jackson. Doesn't go that time. And Phoenix the other way now. That's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
And guys, at this point, just a side note, they've got this one sewn up. He's probably headed to the bench one way or the other.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Drummond's checked in for Henry Ellenson. John Lure comes in for Anthony Tolliver. Tobias Harris is checked in for Stanley Johnson. And it's Kennard in for Reggie Bullock. Booker the pass to Bledsoe. Just 5 on the clock. From deep 3-point range. Rebound Andre Drummond. Pistons leading by 22. To the left wing. Here's Lure. And the 3-ball is good. Lure's got 11 in the second half.
I'll tell you, that's nice work, right? You move, you get into space on the perimeter, and you knock down the 3.
And Len has it in the corner. Over to the wing. The three from Dudley. Buries the long-range jumper.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
Well, I love how personal this thing is getting. If you drain a three on me, anything you can do, I can do better.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
Smith against Bledsoe. Here's the three. Another three for Phoenix.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Well, there's no doubt this guy's on a hot streak right now. That's why he keeps getting the ball in this one. They're like, hey, we're going to feed the hot hand.
Good on the shot. 16 points for Drummond.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Here's Dudley. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got 4 assists now tonight. Detroit leading by 22. Smith kicks to Lewis. Feeds to Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam.
You can see Drummond's eyes light up once he knew that finish was coming. He didn't waste the chance. Boy, did he get his money's worth on that one.
Bledsoe against Smith. Charity stripe shot. No good off the back of the rim. For Detroit, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Over in the corner. Lure. Misses the three. Phoenix has gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Jackson dishes to Dudley. From beyond the arc. Rebound by the Pistons. Drummond's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after. On the way, Harris. Stolen by Len. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. And he overshot that one, missing.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Doris, wearable body trackers, such as sensors the teams use to determine stress load on players' bodies, how much they run during a game, during a practice, how fast they're going. Are we taking this thing too far?
You know, it's an excellent question. Listen, technology is increasing to the point where these teams now have a greater body of information with which to work. So I think just like we see in other areas of the game, analytics relative to team success, what's a good shot, what's a bad shot, the more information, the better. I think it comes down to an organizational decision. How much stress will we put on the information given by these particular body tracking monitors? I think it's got to be on a case-by-case basis. Certainly, the organizations will use it to the best of their abilities.
But if it helps the game, helps the players stay healthy, gives teams a better compass on how to use the players, I'm all for it.
Me too, Kev. Me too.
Now Smith. Here's Drummond. On his 15th shot attempt, he makes his 9th basket, shooting a healthy 60% tonight.
And not afraid to say it. If Drummond isn't the best rebounder in the NBA, he's got to be in the top 3. That goes for both ends of the floor. Just no way to hold him in check on the board.
Dudley, no luck.
Yeah, coming off that screen, wide open, just can't convert.
Well, I think, Greg, that's exactly what you want. The screen was solid. The execution just fell a little bit short on the shot.
The Suns shooting 53% from the field in the fourth quarter. Can't ask for more than that from your offense. Chandler a screen. Here's Booker. And it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
Oh, since the break, his efficiency has gone up a notch, looking really polished now.
Smith with it. He feeds it to Drummond. And Drummond with the jam.
And he just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Now here's Booker. And the pass to Bledsoe. Doris Coach Popovich on San Antonio once said that a female NBA coach is going to happen. How much longer do you think it'll take for that to happen?
Well, I'm so grateful to Greg Popovich for getting the process that has to be part of the equation started, right? He hires Becky Hammond as his first full-time assistant in the NBA. Just like I would like to see doors open on the general manager side and let somebody start in the personnel aspect. Doors have to open before we can walk through them. It will take some time because you've got to pay your dues now as an assistant coach, but at least the process has started, and I'm so grateful to the Spurs and Pop for getting it started.
And to be quite honest, as a broadcaster, you're a pioneer from that end of it. You know that there's a lot of quality thought, male or female. You've represented females, women very well with what you do.
I've been very lucky, Kevin, and thankful for the opportunity, certainly.
Hands the shot from the wing. Bledsoe's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, a guy who usually likes to take it all the way to the rack, Bledsoe's developing a nice in-between game.
1:36 left in the fourth quarter. Galloway kicks to Johnson. The three. And it's Bullock missing. And it's the Suns' ball.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Detroit.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And in terms of the season, right, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Drummond.
Boy, I thought his best work was his pursuit of the basketball. He competed for every rebound, fought for position in the paint, and never stopped working. I love it.
Kept alive, and Chandler sends it back.
One of the great rim protectors, really, over the last decade or so. Chandler just twice on the pipes on that one.
And so it's Detroit with the ball. And so the Pistons can now just hold on to the ball. Here's Galloway. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Nadie